we like to laugh. We laugh a lot. Welcome back to TaxiVision, and you'll be so pleased that you left Seven alone to their own devices and let them stick themselves for a dope, because we've got the best talent in the world here on TaxiVision, and joining us now, the magnificent Claire Phillips. It's so good to have you here.
So good to be here.
You know, net die stem. Net die stem. Okay, so the last time we spoke was a while ago, and since then lots have happened, and I know you're about to launch your new CD.
I think with the time thing, the album's already been launched.
Oh,
it was
word.
awesome.
Oh,
Positive thinking, I love it.
Last night, if you were at Living Room, you could have caught me there. Right now it's Saturday, so happy Saturday to all y'all.
but it's Friday answer. Friday answer.
Is that how we roll?
Yeah.
Because we can.
Yeah. And here is the just really magnificent thing that is really so heartwarming to me, because the last time I spoke to you, you were just so clear that you wanted to do an album of your music, the stuff that spoke to you, that you weren't going to be like cowed by the producers and record companies telling you what to do. You were so determined to bring your own sound out. Was that what you achieved?
I have been very successful with that. You know, there's a million John Legends, there's a million Whitney Houston impersonators, there's 50,000 Elvis impersonators.
Follow my eyes.
It's the same. But the fact of the matter is, I think why I work and why people love me is because I'm just me, I'm doing me. And they love that. And for anybody to tell me, record label industry, I really don't care, that I should be anything else but myself, I'm not about to live a lie.
I'm so glad to hear that, because for me, what's really great about your music is it's so difficult for me to put it in a box. I love the emotion. In
Try to box me? Yeah, impossible!
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. The lyrics are beautiful. They always, and I love your love song.
You know, Soli, let me tell you this. I grew up on Peaches and Herb in Ballard, Carpenters, Frank Sinatra, that was the stage. And for me, it's just
Sorry, that was salted.
that's how we draw the line.
That's Christmas thing.
That's suicidal time. Where were we?
You grew up on.
I grew up in Ballard listening to those types of music, and it was really, it was artists telling stories. I don't see ass shaking and grinding stories. I don't see a flashy music video as a story. People and especially in the time now, you need something to hold on to, and that's love for me. You know what I mean?
You're so right.
Beautiful.
And because that's what I say. You either are a singer or a musician, or you are when you're.
Yeah, you are an entertainer. Or you're an artist. I prefer to be called an artist.
No, you certainly are one. There is no mistaking that. And you know, I mean, you really something for me about you that is extraordinary, and that speaks to me in some way, that I want to like put you up there and tell everybody, look what this woman has done. It's because that thing worked you. It's that gift that you got kind of pushed you and.
Do you know, I lived in Joburg with my first album for 6 years, and actually that was one of the reasons why I left the label I was with. Is because they wanted to make me into this African poppy princess, which I am clearly not. I am a tomboy. I love music. I enjoy love. I enjoy life. I love doing makeup. So why must I it takes a lot of effort to be me, man. A lot of energy. I can't do the two persona Beyonce on stage and then what's his name? Sasha Fierce. No. I can't do that. It's too much energy.
But part of it also is that I think that it becomes important to signal also to young women that answering that call, answering that need to express yourself doesn't have to just be in those kind of...
Your previous show, you were speaking about fashion.
Yes.
And you made, your original fashion, you made a very good comment. You said that you can dress in all the fashionable things, but if you don't have style, you know what I mean? You can rock an outfit from Mr. Price, you can rock a Louis Vuitton outfit. It's how you wear it, you know what I mean? So you got to be comfortable with yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's a confidence that I think women, especially in Cape Town, lack.
I so
Step
agree
up,
with
honeys.
you.
Step up.
Do you know what I mean? The clothes doesn't make you. The gladde haren doesn't make you. It's what's in here that makes you.
Absolutely. There's a thing with you though still also that when you open your mouth to sing, it is just too extraordinary. And I speak for myself. I always have that first moment when you sing when I just go, oh my God.
For people who don't know me, they see me and they're like, so are you a rapper? And I look at them and I laugh. And when I get on stage, those same people are standing in awe of what I'm doing. So to me, that's the biggest reward. More than money, more than anything. Seeing the expression on people's faces when they see me do what I do is phenomenal.
The big thing like artists like yourself battle now is really that whole idols phenomenon, that whole trying to get you into a package. And I was at a gig yesterday in Johannesburg. Well, that would have been 2 weeks ago.
Idols.
And Gareth Cliff was there, and he introduced these two youngsters, and he said, it's the best thing that they haven't even had better talent on Idols ever.
Wow.
And he introduced these two young men, and they ended up singing that Adam Levine, what band is he, Maroon 5? Well, they sang a Maroon 5 song, they sang a John Legend song, and they sang some other song. And I was like, no, come
But
on.
you see, this is my thing. I watch Idols and I get so irritated. Because you have judges on there telling these kids, you got to do it more like the original artists. They are not John Legend.
No.
They are not Legacy. They're not Rochelle Farrell. They got to be and embody who they really are. You know what I mean?
That's why I think it's so important what you're doing, because it's important that young people understand that John Legend is John Legend because he forged the John Legend
There
thing.
we go.
He was different.
So
He
I
was John Legend.
have a huge problem with artists imitating other artists. I have a huge problem with that.
I would like to laugh. We laugh a lot. Claire, I just think it's key that people see you. So where can they watch you perform?
Well, I just launched my album, so if you want my album, holler at me on Facebook, or you can go to the nearest store that I direct you to, because I'm going my own way. I'm going totally independent with this. I don't have any big, huge, major label behind me. I'm doing this by myself, and I'm damn proud of what I've done.
Okay, here's what's really key for you to understand about this. It's a similar thing that happens with TaxiVision. All of you are always kind of going, why don't you guys come back, and why don't you do this, and why don't you do that? And how the industry works is that these major producers with all the money, and they push the stuff. And that's why we've been constantly saying to you, you have to activate around getting TaxiVision back. Similarly now, we have one of the great talents here in the Western Cape. That means when she says, I'm producing it independently, she's putting all her money into it. Literally. And so what she needs you to do is beyond just sort of sitting there and saying, oh, we're proud, you need to go to her Facebook page, find out where the
Call your radio stations, request my single.
demand that they play it. Yeah.
Because what people don't understand is no matter what radio puts out there, or no matter what these labels try to push down your throat, the people have the power.
You do have that power. You can demand it.
People have the power, so it's what you want. And if you want me, I'll be where you need me.
Oh, so there. That's what you need to do to get on board and support. I'm sorry, can you talk into the microphone?
Sorry, en hulle moet nie koppies maak, jy het koppies
Do you know what? That's the one thing also that I'm very proud of. Most of the people in Cape Town, I would say about 95% of them, what makes my heart smile is that they don't want a copy of my album. They want the original thing, and that is just like, wow.
It's key to understand this. You want your own original copy that you paid for, because that is how you support artists like Claire. It's important that you do that. It really is. Yeah, it's so cool. So what's the album called?
The album's called By Request, and I think
nice.
it's amply named because the last album I dropped, Wanasama, my debut album, and that was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So in this 6 years, I've fallen in love with music again, kind of, because Joburg just killed that for me. It just became work.
Yeah.
Work. It's a factory. There was no soul, no life. And me being me, doing the type of thing I do, I need emotion in everything that I do. So if you want to know where I'm at, you want to know where to get my music, you want to know what's happening in my life, you can follow me on Twitter at Claire952. Please join my Facebook page, Claire Phillips SA. Eugene and myself are friends on Facebook too, but he's privileged enough to be on my private page, which is full. So
There'll be no living with him now. There'll be no
Question.
living with him now. Yeah.
Are you gonna bring back the marimba thing?
Oh, last year I had and Christian actually was one of my best MCs I had there. I had a show called Up Close and Personal with Claire Phillips. Not only was this the series of events that I did in aid to raise money for the album and other extras that come with it. It was also to kind of let people know I'm still here. You know what I mean? And it was a huge success. And even again, coming back to the album's name, it's the reason why I called the album By Request, because the fans more than me wanted this album, man. Everywhere I go, when's your album coming out? Where can we get it? Why aren't you doing a new album? So By Request, Claire Phillips, it's for my fans.
Great artist, great role model for young women everywhere. Please support Claire Phillips. So brilliant always to have you on the tax.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sang
This is great.
I'll give you
Neat,
the
like hulle die
right.
CD gaan koop.
I like that.
Ja,
I like that.
laat hulle gaan koop.
I like that.
Laat hulle gaan koop.
A teaser.
Laat hulle gaan koop.
And that's why I'm sitting next to them.
Set up laptop.
Best seat in the house.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous, really. Big fan.
And that it?
Big fan.
Nee. Okay. Sige na.
No, let's do it.
No, it's all good. Go buy this.
You know, if I'm
won't
going
be
to
disappointed.
give you something, I'm to give you my best or nothing at all.
Ooh, super
Nou
big.
Canada. Nou Canada.
And that is how we roll.
When we come back, Wade Williams is going to